Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am so blown away by what you got in front of me, man. It's not the first time I've received something incredible from someone in the community, and I'll get to that subject in a minute. Give some well-deserved shout outs, but this was an amazing dream come true for me because, as you know, in the horror collection I got pretty much all the major slasher horror icons up there in 1/6 scale. Everything from Alien to The Howling, Art the Clown, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, Ghostface, Ash, Pinhead, Leatherface, Chucky, Sam from Trick or Treat, Predator as well. You know, everyone who, the Werewolf from American Werewolf in London, Dog Soldiers, they're all up there. And one of the ones that was missing from the films that I really like, not the third one, but I do love Jeepers Creepers 1, and I need to rewatch 2, which I've seen a bunch of times, but I feel like I need to rewatch part 2 because it's been a while since I've seen it. I remember bits quite well, but I'm looking forward to watching that after I film this review. But I've always loved The Creeper, and yeah, you don't need to fill the comments section with, you know, oh, what happened with the director and all that dark shit. I don't, it's messed up, but I just separate that, and I still love The Creeper. You know, I still love those movies, those first 2 films. It's messed up when you find out what the director got up to, but we know about that. You don't have to tell me about that in the comments. Just keep it to the figure. But yes, do love The Creeper. So glad that he's here. He's joining the shelf up there, and I'm looking forward to showing you that video when he's up there with everyone else. But Bryan Rogers got in touch with me, and he sent me a message on Instagram and just said how he enjoyed watching the horror videos, and he heard me mention before that I was missing The Creeper, and he made one. This one, it's like the first one he ever tried to do, I think, and he did an amazing job. He said he 3D printed the heads, and I think on the second head, whereas it's kind of splayed out, that was originally I think he said that someone else, probably Creep Customs, because I think Creep Customs he's definitely done The Creeper before, and I remember that one came with a head sculpt exactly like that one down there. So maybe that's the one Bryan is talking about. He got in touch with the person who did that head sculpt originally and got permission to basically redo it with his. So it's all kosher apparently, all sorted out, and they communicated, and that's all good. So yeah, what else did he say? I'm just looking at my notes because I'm not too familiar with something called ZBrush, which is what he used on a lot of this to make it. So I've never heard of ZBrush. I probably should have looked it up before filming, but that's what he was using. And yeah, the axe was done on ZBrush as well, apparently. So I'll have to look up what ZBrush is. But yeah, man, he got in touch and said that he made this, and he enjoyed watching the horror collection, heard that I was missing a Creeper, and would I want this one? And I was like, yeah, man, how much? I'm thinking, oh man, it's going to be a lot, because I could tell, I mean, any custom figure really is usually going to set you back a fair bit. But he was so cool. He just said, no man, it's cool, as long as you just pay for the shipping, the figure's yours. And I did that, and thank you so much, Bryan. I can't thank you enough, man. Honestly, it is one of the vital missing pieces from the 1/6 scale horror collection, and it is absolutely excellent. I've seen you know, I've seen all of the videos on YouTube. When this was coming and when it arrived, the day it arrived, I went on YouTube and I looked for every 1/6 scale Creeper custom figure that's ever been put on YouTube. I watched all those videos, and they're all great, but I honestly think this, I mean, it's 3D printed, 3D scanned or whatever, so as far as the sculpt, it's going to be really accurate, and then it's just a matter of the paint, which is pretty damn good. I did spray it a little bit with a gloss just to make him look a little bit more kind of, not wet, but just a slight, when the light hits it, just a little sheen in places. I did that, and I have to admit I did redo the hair at the back, because the hair was fine, it was just a bit too short, and I went looking on like the first film special features, and there was a bit where you saw him kind of behind the scenes, just regular camera, like a camcorder camera, just following him, and it was quite close up, and you could see the ponytail at the back. So I thought, okay, well, I want to just, I've got loads of hair, I'll probably throw in some footage now of me doing that. This is the one I'm going to use for the Creeper. I'm going to straighten it and make it work. I can't remember the original reason. Thought it must have been for hairing a Myers head. So we've got different colours here. Used a fair bit of that. Yep, I got what I need, which is obviously that one. Looks a bit darker than the white I would want, but I think that's just because it's really clumped together. Once you kind of separate the strands, I think it will look more like that kind of white hair that he has, with a bit of grey to it, but that'll work pretty well, I think. There's ways to straighten, get rid of the curls. Alright, so I got my hair and I got the creeper head sculpt. I removed the bit of hair that was on him, it just needs to be a bit longer. Plus this hair is a lot more fine and easy to style and manipulate. Special features in the Jeepers Creepers movie on DVD that I have. You can see the early kind of designs. It was like a ponytail that kind of flares out. So I've glued, sorry about the focus, I've twisted the end of the ponytail and then glued all around it to make it stay like that. And then I'm going to attach it here. And already you can see it will look pretty damn realistic as a ponytail. Right about there. It's currently stuck to my fingers. It's stuck on there. I hope that's alright. I don't know. Should be fine. Well, it seems okay. Still a little bit curly. I'll fix that. And it might be a little bit long as well. Just needs a little trim, a bit of sorting out, but it's pretty good. Looks pretty realistic. Ponytail looks good. I'm doing this in the kitchen for some reason. Now, I'm not too sure how much I like the actual kind of tied, knotted kind of ponytail bit here. I think I did that too long. The kind of actual hair just starts a bit too late. I want it to be starting from his actual head, so I tried to copy exactly what I saw in the behind the scenes footage, but just as far as the figure goes and the look from the movie, I don't think it's quite working, so I'm going to pull it off and try again. Okay, I fixed it. Now that's that head sculpt done. The hair will be sitting, I'm going to give it a bit of time to dry, but the hair is in the kind of correct position now. And there's enough of it there where you can see it kind of on both sides at the back of his head. So that's what I was doing. And I'm happy with it. It's messy though, man, because this particular kind of hair is very fine and it's like, it gets everywhere. I had to spend ages just picking the hairs off his clothing and stuff. But yeah, I redid the hair on both heads, but that's it. Everything else is amazing work here from Bryan Rogers. And thank you, sir, for getting in touch and letting me have this thing from you, man. Thank you so much. It comes with some excellent hand sculpts as well. I'll show you those. The head down here is fantastic. I haven't actually tried that on the body yet, but I'll show you that during the video. The clothing is fantastic. We'll get a closer look at that as well. Sorry for the big long intro, but at least he's on a rotating base, so that helps a little bit, I think. I want to just give a massive shout out to the following people who have contributed to the horror collection, and if I probably have left a couple of names out here because I've tried my best just when I sat down here to start filming this, thought I better give everyone a shout out because it's due. You know, some amazing contributions to the horror collection. People like Steve Rinks, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you, Bree Tunes on Instagram for all his amazing custom work. Chris Barker for the Leatherface Man, thank you so much for that. Ryan Harper for all those amazing head sculpts. Like the 2018 is still one of my favorite custom head sculpts in the collection. Oh, and John Hensley, can't forget John Hensley. I know I'm forgetting more people, sorry, I just remembered him. I had to chuck his name in. Tanila's Customs, well, not so much now, but used to get a lot of custom coveralls from her, and she's working for Trick or Treat Studios now, doing all the clothing for the 1/6 scale figures. That's amazing. Got Legio 7 Workshop on Facebook, some great early 2018 custom Myers heads that I got from them to work on. Creep Customs, who I have had some Myers heads from, and my Howling Werewolf was originally made by them as well. Creep Customs been doing some amazing stuff. I should get more involved with them, man. They seem to be able to just make pretty much any horror thing you want. But yeah, you got people like Creek Customs out there. You got Bree Tunes again doing amazing stuff. So there's options. Peter McNally, who sent me an amazing 78 custom head sculpt that's on YouTube, and Mad About Horror, just so good to deal with when it comes to all the horror stuff. They've been amazing. Irene and Mark and Sarah for the Pumpkinhead, and Elvira, everything, man. They've been incredible, amazing friends, and so many other people. Those are the names I wrote down just now. I know I'm leaving people out, and please don't take it personally. Jog my memory in the comments and kick my butt about it, and I will get back to you, and I'll mention you in the next horror video. People who have sent me t-shirts, artwork, stickers, badges, CDs, films. Yeah, let's not get into it, because I'll be sitting here for like another week listing people, because there's just been so many amazing people helping this channel just get to where it is today. But anyway, I'll move on, because I feel like I'm taking way too long doing this. What's 9 minutes and 23 seconds? That's not too bad. You can always skip to the meat of the review. But yeah, massive shout out to all those people. Thank you so much. It really, really, really means a lot, and I wish there was some way I could just pay it back, you know. And I kind of justify it to myself. I think to myself, well, the reason they did that in the first place is because they love your channel. So just keep doing your channel. That's the only thing I can really do, is just keep doing what I'm doing and try to do it as best as I can and keep you as entertained as I can and informed. And, you know, I mean, I do my best, whatever I'm doing, if it's reviews, customization, or just whatever I'm doing, I try to do it as best I can, and I'm always trying to make sure I just give you guys some good stuff to watch. So hopefully, yeah, as long as I'm around, I can keep doing that. But thank you again to everybody. Thank you, Bryan, for making this video possible and give me an opportunity to sink my teeth into something like this, man. The Creeper and Jeepers Creepers, forget about it. This is the business. All right, let's start getting into it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333, and enjoy this video. It's going to be a good one. All right, so I'm using the Rambo base by Sly Stallone Shop just for this review, because I just like the look of the street. I think it really suits him. And the magnet, which I use as the kind of title nameplate, that's from Sinister Gifts on Etsy. And yeah, I think the Rambo base looks really nice with the Creeper here. I'm just bloody grateful to have it, and I think I'll always display him with this head with the hat on. As much as I love that head sculpt, I just think that's just pure Creeper right there. So that's how I'm gonna rock him. I'll show you all that stuff close up. The weathering on his coat here is really nicely done, and the ends of his trousers there, they're shredded. Really, really cool. And see, when Bryan first sent me the message, he sent me some pictures of the figure that he was sending here, and I didn't see the axe anywhere. So I thought to myself, oh, okay, fair enough, it doesn't come with the axe. I better get in touch with Shadow Fergo and get a real metal and wood axe, which I have done now. It's not here yet, but I've paid for it. And then the figure arrives, and it had an axe, which is beautiful. It's not metal, but it's sculpted so well, and it's really good proportions, very accurate looking. So if I had have known that, I probably wouldn't have bothered getting the Shadow Fergo one, but there's nothing to regret with having a real, proper, you know, accurate axe for this guy. So there's no regrets there. I'm glad I'm getting that coming too as well to go with him, and I'll update the video, or bring you an updated video once that arrives. But yeah, it's got some beautiful hand sculpts. They're really nicely done. It's got quite pointy, sharp nails. You can see there. But yeah, really good hands. Very nicely done. I'm just looking forward to seeing him up there with the rest of the guys. Looking forward to moving things around and incorporating them into the lineup from hell. Alright, so I've got the regular head now without the hat on, so I can show you that. And it's got this nice little display stand I believe came with the 1/12 scale Cool Models Werewolves. I'm going to use that to display that second head. But man, this thing just has a presence. Really evil, satisfying presence. Big fan of the Creeper. And this figure captures it really well. Got some good articulation in the head as well. You can look up a fair bit, which is really good. You can look down. Oh, yeah, that's why. I thought you can look down a lot. It's because the head came off. Because I don't think I had it pressed down all the way. Because I really didn't want to put too much pressure. But let me... now that I got the head off, I might as well just put the other head on. And that's fine. Well, careful. That's fine. I'll just take this one. Alright, let's get this on. I've never tried putting this one on before, but it's just the usual situation. You got a hole and you got a peg. You got to push it on in. Oh man, I don't know. Now maybe I'm thinking I'll display them like this because that's just awesome. It's not like anything else on that shelf up there. The only thing that even comes close is the Predator because of his, mandible mouth area. But this is just awesome looking. Look at that. Evil. Very, very cool. Yeah, it wasn't hard to get the head on. Went on nice and easy. Feels nice and secure too. That is a tough one. Which head to display? Well, obviously with the hat on, you're going to have to go with the regular head, and I'll change it up every now and then, but that head sculpt is too good not to use. I'll have to alternate pretty regularly. What do you guys think of that? Not a bad figure. Alright, now change the pose. It looks pretty cool. A bit more suited to the head sculpt. I think the axe wielding's a little bit more better for the regular one with the hat on, but it all depends what you want to do really. And that looks very nice. And there's awesome detail on this. Even on the side of his cheeks, you've got those kind of bits that stick out. Look at that. Look at the teeth. How creepy his eyes look. Oh, bloody hell, that is perfect, isn't it? That is amazing. Oh, I like this pose a lot. It's just creeping. Living up to his name. Creeping while you're sleeping. Get you while you're peeping. Beautiful. Ugh. Looks sick. I'm just going to grab a few more angles of this pose before I change it because I think it looks really nice. I love that head sculpt. Love the way the light hits it. Just a slight tweak on the pose, got him facing us, and the arm position's changed a little bit, but that looks incredible. Don't you think? It just looks absolutely awesome. There's the Creeper all the way. I mean, he's missing the wings, but they hide under his clothing for most of the time anyway. I personally wouldn't be able to display him with his wings out because it would just take up too much space on that shelf. So this is fine. Well, Mr. Creeper lost a hand in one of his encounters, so now he needs to feed. He needs to eat this hand here in order to grow his one back. And he will be whole again. But that is the Asmus Evil Dead 2 hand. I might make him a special hand. I've got enough spare hands I can do something. I'll whip something up. MacGyver it, you know how I do it, and then I'll just make it happen. I'll go ahead and just get to it. Get that business down. But that looks cool. It does look cool. I've put the regular head back on with the hat now, and he's wielding the battle axe, stepping forward. And that's a pretty cool option for the display when it comes to putting him back on the shelf, which I'm really looking forward to doing. Looking forward to seeing who's he going to stand next to up there with, what pose is he going to be in. I'm really looking forward to doing that video. But I think this looks really good. It's a really, really cool figure to have now, man, amongst all those icons up there. I was missing the creeper, and now you will join them. I'll have to make space. I think the Art the Clown statue down the end, that's a shame to move that, because that's such a great position. He's always photobombing everything I shoot on here. It's hilarious. On Instagram he's always there. I don't want to move Pumpkinhead because that's a really good place for him to be. I don't know where he's going to go. He's going up there. I'll figure it out. That's the fun part. Anyway, look at that thing. Yeah, that's evil. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look at the teeth. Get involved with the teeth. Say hi to the teeth. Oh man, look at the eyes. So these are the hands, and they're really well done. I love the nails and the texture on them. Really good. Look at that. So they are very well done. They're all the same quality, just different poses and such. Let's get a look at his boots if I can here. Might have to reposition this light a little bit. There we go. I haven't really paid much attention to the boots, to be honest with you, but take a look at them now. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. That's pretty sweet. I'm not too sure what they're supposed to look like, to be honest. I didn't look into it that much, but I'm happy with that. That's pretty damn good. Love the weathering. This material's really nice. I might weather this a little bit more and make it look a bit more kind of jagged and freaky looking. Maybe. It's just some of the concept art they did originally when they were designing this guy. It was like a kind of cape, like Batman blowing in the wind, and it just looked really nasty at the edges. So I think I'll wrap it up, folks. Because of that big long intro I did. You don't want to get over half an hour. It's going to take me forever to upload this, and it's so hot right now. We got that heat wave happening. So I will just say a massive thank you again to Bryan Rogers. Thank you so much, sir. I'll be doing plenty of videos with this piece in the future. You can bet your butt on that. Plenty of pictures going up on Instagram. I think it's amazing. I did say it was a review, I think, when I said this video was coming. So I got to give him a score out of 10. And let me just think about that, because I haven't thought about it. I've been just busy filming him and posing him up. I haven't actually thought about that. So let's see. You get 2 head sculpts, and I love them both. I didn't think I was going to be using that one as much, but once I saw it on there, I really should. But I also love this classic creeper look as well. That's just him all the way. He didn't come with a base, so like I said, I'm using my Rambo one, so but that's okay. A lot of custom figures don't come with a base. Well, a few of them do, for sure, but I don't think it's a guarantee. Love the head sculpts, love the hands, love the clothing. Articulation is pretty damn awesome as well. I love the axe, that's done really well. Those boots look really good. And I did have to replace the hair because it wasn't quite long enough. So I've been giving stuff a lot of 10 out of 10s lately, honestly, just because I felt they deserve it. But if I give another figure a 10 out of 10, somebody's probably going to sneak in my window at night and slit my throat. So I'm going to give him a 9.5. Are you happy with that? Is that okay with you guys? A 9.5? Yeah, I think he's awesome, man. Forget about the score. It's a beautiful, one-of-a-kind custom piece. Speaking of that, I did ask Bryan if people wanted one of these. Is it possible? Would he do another one? Because it's probably quite time consuming. He did say if the demand was high enough, he'd do another 1 or 2 of these. So check him out. I'll put up a screenshot of his Instagram page, and then you can message him and say, I want me one of those creepers. I want to be one of the lucky few that owns one of these places, because it is absolutely awesome. It really is. I can't fault it. I am beyond happy with it. I think it's a masterpiece. And thank you again, sir, for thinking of me, man. Really, honestly, thank you so much. You have made my horror collection so much more awesome with the addition of the creeper here. I am eternally grateful. Thank you, and thank you everyone out there who has helped me and supported me and believed in the channel and what I'm doing here. I really appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you soon, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.